News this morning, it's official. Vice President Kamala Harris has picked Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her vice president, her running mate. Just moments ago, we learned that she indeed has chosen him to serve alongside her at the top of the ticket. And joining me now is Congresswoman Delia Ramirez of Illinois' 3rd District. Congresswoman, thanks so much for coming on our show today. It's been an exciting morning. You know, as I just mentioned, within the last half hour, we learned that the Vice President has picked Governor Walz of Minnesota to be her VP, or her running mate. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, he has a really interesting resume, too.
He has a resume that represents all Americans. I can't help myself, but if you saw my feed, you'd see a happy dance going right now. My happy feet. Look, Tim Walz is the absolute perfect pick, and today is a day where we see us picking America. He cares for rural workers, rural America. He comes from rural America. Women's right to freedom, reproductive freedom. He's done that in Minnesota, has fought for children. This is the kind of person that represents a working class agenda, and I couldn't be happier by her pick.
It is interesting because we'll certainly see. He's from Minnesota, but he grew up in Nebraska. You sort of alluded to the fact that he has some rural roots. You know, he was born and raised in Nebraska, so that could be an interesting contrast to Senator J.D. Vance's story.
That's right. And, you know, when he was in the House of Representatives, he was a ranking member on Veteran Affairs. He also worked in agriculture in the committee. So, I mean, this man literally represents everyday Americans, a Midwestern from Nebraska in Minnesota doing amazing things. And I just saw on Twitter this picture when he was signing the bill to provide free breakfast and lunches in Minnesota, surrounded by kids hugging him. That is the visual we need to take us to November and win, because he is a win for our children, for America.
And he was a former high school social studies teacher, too. But I'm going to move on now.
Keep going, keep going.
Moving on, over the weekend, you, along with Illinois Representative Chuy Garcia and Texas Congressman Greg Casar, participated in the first PanAmerican Congress that was held in Bogota, Colombia. And for those watching who've never heard of this, could you briefly tell us what this Congress is and why you participated?
Yeah, so I got back late last night. This was the inaugural PanAmerican Congress, and what it is, it brought 8 countries from the Western Hemisphere together, from Canada to Chile and many countries in between, to really start having conversations across parliaments, across congressional spaces, to forge a new bilateral relationship between our nations, really based on sovereign equality and partnership and cooperation. How do we address these issues that are so much bigger than any one country, from immigration to climate change, and the list goes on. So it was a really great opportunity to talk about these issues, and then how do we create that agenda that transcends our countries. And so we're already talking about next steps.
You know, is this an inclusive conversation? You know, there may be many people who have different ideas about, you know, what justice, peace, and stability look like in these regards. Is this sort of a inclusive, hey, if you're a Democrat, if you're a Republican, if you're left or you're right type of conference? Or if not, how do you reach out to everybody?
Yeah, so the inaugural PanAmerican Congress brought many congressional members from different parts of the Western Hemisphere who have been working on issues like labor shortages, addressing issues of violence, talking about the issues of migration, and then really recognizing that even us as United States members of Congress, we have some work to do in the relationships that we've had in Latin America, and how do we resolve that in a way that doesn't see the Western Hemisphere, doesn't see Mexico or Chile or even Honduras as a backyard, as we call it in Spanish, as el patio, but really as a partner. And so it is a diverse Congress, but I would say to you that many of the folks in that room represented a working people's agenda, a progressive Congress from anywhere from Canada to really Brazil. And we also had folks there from Barbados.
Oh, interesting. Well, I mean, we could go on and on about this. Unfortunately, we're out of time, but please keep us posted on the conference and what comes from it in the future. We hope to check back in with you soon. Congresswoman Delia Ramirez, thank you again for joining us this morning. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.